This Deadlock build guide for Yamato is going to teach you how to insta-gib anyone and everyone, regardless if they're a tank or not, or if they're very evasive, with this all-in power slash build guide. I'm going to go over the items, how and why they are the best mathematically throughout every point in the game. I'm going to teach you how Yamato works and all the cool tips and tricks you can do with her. And then I'm going to show you a full game with live commentary so you can see all of it come together and see how this character plays. Now, before I go over the build and what these items do and why we buy them in this order and when and how to use them, I'm going to teach you how to get this on your own game client for those of you that are new. If you go up here to the build browser, you can then go to the public tab here. There'll be some random builds, usually builds with high Eternus players that only work against other high Eternus players that are really hard to play. But anyway, just go to the search box, type in the word Swole, and you will see the build, Swole Benji YT all-in power slash maxing, okay? Once you've done that, go ahead and just click Use Selected Build, and then click this Toggle Favorite Build, and then it will show up under your own builds. Once you do that, make sure you have it selected in this little drop-down menu here, and then click the Queue Build button, and what that's going to do is make sure you have Auto Queue Selected Build at start and Auto Buy at the start. And so anytime that you can afford an item, this little box will light up right here, and you can also mouse over it and see how much it costs. And whenever you touch the item shop, it will automatically buy it for you, so you don't have to open the menu and fiddle around and figure stuff out that way. It's just automatic. You can keep playing, no interruptions. Now, if you try to search for the build and it did not show up, here's what you need to do. Go ahead and go to Settings, go to Language, then click Alternate Hero Build Language and select English. Once you've done this, you should be able to find the build. Now, let me explain all of the items and why we get them in this exact order. Starting off with Mystic Burst, this is going to give you more damage on your power slash, which you will be harassing the opponent with, and dealing with creep waves that line up in a row. Sprint boots, extra health, and extra stamina are what keep you alive from being farmed in the lane. Extra stamina, especially this early, can be the difference between life and death if your lane gets ganked, if you get stunned, or you get hit by an enemy skill shot at an inopportune time. That one extra stamina is going to let you get under your turret and get away to safety. But also, extra stamina will let you have that one extra dash, or dash jump. Instead of doing one dash jump and a dash, you can do two dash jumps. This is going to let you catch people off guard and hit them with more power slashes. And I'm going to teach you how to do a sliding power slash, which involves burning your stamina in order to do. Cold Front is going to help you jungle faster, steal the enemy jungle, punish anyone that gets close to you, but also, whenever you attack someone, you will just, when you get in their face, this is extra damage. It gives you spirit resistance. It's very powerful this early on. Enduring Speed is going to let you move around the map more, chase people down, avoid their abilities, and jungle faster. Fortitude is going to let you do the same thing, but this time, in between engagements with the enemy jungles or lane creeps, you will regenerate health, so you never have to go back to the base to heal ever again. Stamina Mastery is just a better extra stamina, but you can also now double air dash or jump, allowing you more verticality, allowing you to climb places others can't when trying to escape or chase. You need this to chase anyone down that also has this. Next up is Tank Buster. This is a better version of Mystic Burst. And then at this point, you are farming for a Refresher. Refresher is going to let you hit multiple more power slashes and stay in the fight much longer. Once you have this, at this part in the game, at this stage in the game, this early, there is no hero in the game that can stand up to you. Unless they are hyper-fed, of course, or if you're way behind on your farm. If you're caught up with everyone and you haven't had any, like, there isn't, like, a stupid player on your team that's intentionally feeding, and you're not, you know, there's not, like, a guy that's 15-0 at this point, you can delete everybody. You can just delete them. They're dead. They're done. You are an absolute asset in cleaning up team fights with this thing. You will wipe the whole enemy team with Refresher. Then we work on cooldown reduction. We get Transcendent cooldown for our own cooldowns, but also for item cooldowns, which is Refresher, meaning you can win more often. Echo Shard is going to give you another power slash whenever you need it, and this thing is absolutely beastly. Reverb for more damage, and also a slow. Boundless Spirit for more damage. All of these are ranked in the order of how much damage they are going to be giving you whenever you do things. Spirit Burn, more damage, especially if the enemy manages to retreat. They're going to be burning. Escalating Exposure is going to absolutely make this whole kit deal more damage, especially Spirit Burn's damage. And Arctic Blast is really, really interesting because this freezes them, but it also increases the damage they take while frozen, but they're only frozen for 0.75 seconds. But we can Power Slash when we use our ultimate at 0.7 second speed, meaning this is a huge damage booster to Power Slash, but also it itself deals damage, slows them, gives you resistance. Finally, whenever late game Refresher is on a long cooldown, you can start selling and micromanaging your things, and you can get Cheat Death if you're losing. You can upgrade to Colossus here by getting rid of Fortitude, because this is just better. We don't need the move speed anymore for Fortitude. At this point in the game, you're going to be team fighting and, you know, duking it out with others. And then there is Juggernaut, which is just slow resistance and slower fire rate whenever the enemy carries start blasting you. And this entire build, you absolutely deal maximum damage with Power Slash as often as possible. At every stage of the game, you are absolutely beastly powerful compared to others. They will fear you. Yamato is one of the scariest enemies that whenever she comes at you, you're going to crap your pants. And if you use this build, they're going to crap their pants. But also, let's go over the skill order. The skill order is as follows. You have Power Slash, then you have Crimson Slash, Flying Strike, and your ultimate. You're going to be upgrading Power Slash the entire way first. This is what your first upgrade is. Alright, all the way up, all the way to level 3. Then you're going to upgrade your ultimate, and then you're going to upgrade your Flying Strike twice, then Crimson Slash twice, then you're going to finish off leveling up your ultimate, and then you're going to level up Crimson Slash, and finally master or max out Flying Strike. And again, we say this for last because we're not a weapon-based build. Weapon Yamatos are kind of a meme. Now I'm going to explain how Yamato works. Yamato's weapon is called the Sister's Lament. It is a spread shot, close range weapon, you can see there. You get ammo scaling based on your spirit power, so you're going to have a lot more ammo later in the game. This is why we don't build extended mag or anything like that. And so the attack is just, you throw out 3 little knives like this. Well, it's actually more than 3, but it looks like 3 whenever you look at the tracers, I guess. They have pretty decent bullet velocity, even though it says here bullet velocity 254. That's not correct, alright? You know, it's, you're going to be able to get lots of easy secures and denies while using this weapon. Now, she does not have a weapon zoom. Instead, you throw a clustered little bomb thing that has an AoE explosion. You can see the ring circle, the circle of the damage indicator there. It does take extra ammo, and this thing doesn't really have damage fall off, so you can throw it at opponents from far away and chunk them for a little bit of damage. Okay, never mind. They totally fixed that. It used to not have damage fall off, but now it does. My bad. It's been about a couple weeks since I played, but yeah, we have. It's just a nice thing if someone's running around a corner, you can kind of clip them behind the corner for a bit. It's not really something you use on the creep wave much, but you know, late game you're not really going to be using this at all. It's just early game stuff. But other than that, we don't really use her weapon much. But let's go on to the abilities. Your first ability, your one ability is Power Slash. What this does is you push the one button, you'll charge up. Whenever the cursor closes, it will send out a slash. And that is a fully charged slash, so you deal full charge damage. And you also, once you level this up, you gain bullet resistance. You have cooldown reduction, you apply a slow when you hit, and then, of course, more damage when you fully level it up, which is where we want to be as early as possible. Alright, now also, you can cancel it early and deal slightly less damage. So you can see here, you can kind of fast cast it. And generally, you don't want to do that, you want to hit them for as much, but if you know they're going to escape or get around a corner, you kind of have to let it go. If you're farming creep waves and you know you can one-shot them, you'll have to get a feel as you play for this, but as you play, you know, you don't have to do a full charge if it's going to finish someone off with 1 HP. You can just quick flicker them, and then they are dead. Now, what you should do is, instead of just running at someone and then power slashing, because you have very slow movement speed while you do that. Instead, what you should do is dash towards them while also at the same time power slashing, and it will look like this. So you get that movement as you charge up, because when the enemy sees or hears you power slash, their immediate gut reaction is to get behind cover or back out of the range. But by sliding, you can like slide around a corner and do it. Then it's a lot more surprising. So if I do like this, oh no, I'm getting power slashed, right? So that's a fun thing. You can also do it in the air, and you will kind of float in the air for a bit. So you can see here we're just hovering in the air. So that's a few little technicals with power slash that you can utilize for yourself. Now, power slash works in conjunction with your ultimate, which we'll talk about when we get to that part of the video. But other than that, this is your main damage ability. You throw this out literally every time it's off cooldown, you're hitting something with it, preferably. Now, obviously, if you're chasing someone, you want to slow them down, get closer before you pull it off. But it is your main attack. It is really with this build, it's your only way of really killing enemy players that aren't already super wounded. Sure, you could brawl them with other abilities or your attacks, but that's really only for early game. Late game, you're not going to deal enough damage to really secure any kills. Power slash, you have to get good at it. You have to get good at hitting moving targets, and you just got to learn how to aim it, alright? You need to be tracking moving targets while you also are moving and sliding and doing all sorts of different things in order to, land these hits. And, as a new player, you're going to be casting this while standing still, and against other new players, they're not going to be very good at dodging. But later on, when you get into the higher ranks, what people will do is, let's pretend this guy here is power slashing me. What people will do is they'll just roll behind you, like that. So what you have to do is quick, turn your mouse and hit them with it before the charge finishes. That is probably the hardest opponent to hit, besides someone that's behind cover, of course, is they wait right before you release your power slash and they roll right behind you so that you don't have time to turn around and then hit them with the slash. Alright? But other than that, it takes a lot of practice, but once you get good at hitting with this, you delete everybody, everyone dies. It's so powerful. It is one of the more powerful abilities in the game when scaled correctly. In conjunction with your ultimate, you're going to be throwing out so many of these, hitting so much damage, and I'll show you combos later in the video. Flying Strike is your next ability. This throws a grapple hook at a pretty good distance. It's not a skill shot. You just click on them. It's going to always land. It'll pull you to them, and then you kind of give them a little slash. The damage on this thing is pretty negligible. It does slow their movement speed, and yes, you can reel it around corners and through objects. So if someone, bolts across the map and you've got your hook in them, and even if they go indoors and around corners, you will still always find your way to them. The only exception is if Rem runs under a vent. That's really about it. Or Calico, I guess, but... well, not really Calico, but you get what I'm saying. Rem, the little shadow creature, the little mouse, owl, rat thing. Anyway, by leveling this up, you get more cast range, which is really nice. And so now you can hit this from pretty damn far away. This is somewhat your initiator. It's mostly used to chase down a wounded opponent that you'll never be able to run or dash jump to. You can also just throw this on the enemy, squishy, carry, the glass cannon of the enemy team, or the support, if they're by themselves, and they're going to panic and pop their defensives. A lot of people also will do a reflex, especially at higher ranks. Whenever you Flying Strike, they will immediately parry. Because one thing that you can do with Flying Strike is you can immediately do a melee attack upon landing, so you can just kind of do that, and that's some damage. And our build, it's more damage than regular attacking. You can also, if you want to aim it, though the aim can be awkward, you can always left click, or right click. You can see I'm missing there. Or right click. The right click is technically the most damage, but it hardly ever hits. The melee is it's a guaranteed hit if you melee, so that's why a lot of people parry. Now, I would not do a charged melee because, they're going to instinctively parry, you'll be stunned, and then you lose all initiative there. So, to throw out a regular melee, and if they aren't, they don't have the timing right, you're still going to land it. But one thing that I also like to do is follow up with a power slash. Of course, you just immediately power slash. And, you know, because you're right next to them when you start it, they have to get pretty damn far away. They have to dash jump, essentially, to get away from you. But, hey, you're going to have that stamina, and if they don't, you automatically win the chase. Alright, but you also have slowing things, and, again, this also will slow their move speed a bit upon landing while they're moving. It's all really good. Now, at the last upgrade, you can grapple to allies. So if you need to run away and you're like, oh, crap, I'm dying, you can grapple to your ally and pull yourself to them, but you can also cancel it, like I just did there, which I didn't mean to, but there we go. Well, it's, I don't know, I didn't mean to cancel again, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is that you can use this to escape, but don't count on it. Most of the time, it's, like, if you're in too deep, you're already screwed, and no, you can't grapple to the tower, and you can't grapple to the lane creeps, but you can lasso or grapple, I'm sorry, Lasso's a different character. You can grapple to a lane creep if you want, if there's nothing else around. But generally, you should save the cooldown for enemy heroes. There's not really too much more to Flying Strike than that. It's just a really fun, I'm gonna get you ability. It makes people start to crap their pants. Crimson Slash is, you can see kind of the attack range there. It's a nice kind of frontal attack. I'll go and spam some here for you off cooldown. And the damage isn't all that great. It does scale with our spirit power, so it's okay. This debuffs the enemy and lowers their fire rate. And the more you upgrade it, the more fire rate it will debuff. It also takes a percentage of their maximum HP on hit. But you're always better off power slashing. This is something you throw out in a team fight if you can hit multiple targets. If this is something you throw out when power slash is no longer an option, all right? You don't need to combo this with a refresher. You don't need to combo this. You can combo it with your ult if you want. And it has a pretty low cooldown, but other than that, it's just a filler skill that we don't really utilize or build around, okay? So yeah, you can see here this enemy has 3,000 HP. We're hitting him for 55. It's not that good. It's really not. I mean, we have, you know, we're at level 0 with no items, of course, but you know, it's going to hit a little bit harder than that, but you know, don't worry about that too much. Now, the percentage of HP there will heal you, so I can go ahead and show that off. So if we're low HP and we hit one guy, now we've healed a little bit. Here's the thing, with our build, with Yamato, you're all in. We're not a brawler build, so we don't really utilize the heal from this all that much. I know there's builds that utilize the heal, but we are not one of them, because we are all in, we power slash like a mad woman, and then we get the hell out of there if we can, or we just stay and sync with the ship. But we're generally a teamfight cleanup character. We're also a one-on-one brawler, roamer, ganker, counter jungler. Okay, but Crimson Slash, we don't really get much use out of it, but you can throw it out in a team fight so that the enemy carries don't shoot as quickly as often. Shadow Transformation is your ultimate. Now what this does is, during the transformation process, you are invincible and can't be hit. Now that you've transformed, you get bonus bullet armor and spirit armor, and your abilities attack, it says 60% faster, but it feels faster than that, okay? Now, you also technically have Unstoppable, which means that you can't be crowd controlled, you don't have any negative status effects, and whenever you kill someone, you get a heal, which is irrelevant for the build, and you get 2 extra seconds. So the more you kill, the more you are rewarded. Now, at level 1, it just gives you fire rate. At level 2, it gives you move speed for chase, which is nice. And at level 3, or the 5 upgrade points, you get 3 extra seconds duration and more resistance. So the way this build works, and the way the items are set, and the way you will be engaging with the opponents, is pretty simple. That when you decide you want to kill someone, and you've already thrown out a power slash, and you're already close from flying strike, you use this. You do not wait. You do not wait until you are low HP. You do not wait until the enemy ults. You do not do anything. You are not reactive with this. You are proactive with this. This is how you're going to be using it, okay? Now, also, let me show you the the difference between power slashing. Also, this refreshes your cooldowns. So right now I'm going to power slash, and well, I have no cooldowns on, but if I power slash, 9 seconds. I transform, 0 seconds. Now look how fast the power slash charges. Boom. It's really, really quick. And so, we're going to be using Shadow Transformation in conjunction with Echo Shard to fire off more power slashes faster. Now, as far as power slash combos goes, here's kind of what an engagement would look like. So a normal engagement is going to be, you're going to just flying strike into them, you're going to power slash, and then they might brawl you, they might run away. If they run away, that's fine. Immediately, upon power slashing them, you're going to shadow transform. They're going to be, they will have ran away from you. You're then going to grapple them again, power slash them. You're going to echo shard, power slash them again, refresher, power slash them again. You will still be in your ultimate, so this will still be fast. And then you're going to grapple them again, and then you're going to ult again, and then you're going to grapple them again, and then you're going to power slash them again, and then you're going to, you can also Nova them with Arctic Blast into a power slash. And again, you're just going to be mashing mainly those buttons. You're not touching Crimson Slash, you're not auto-attacking, you're not doing melees, you're not worrying about comboing a melee with Flying Strike. There's no time for that. Those are all animations that eat up precious and valuable time. And so let me try to show you the combo when I'm a little bit more focused and not making a YouTube video. So I'm not going to talk during this because it does take a little bit of concentration and it's super early in the morning. I've been up all night. Let's see if I can pull off the combo, and here we go. So we're going to initiate. The guy's crapping his pants, he's running away, and then we're going to transform. We're going to initiate again. We're going to power slash, refresher, power slash, initiate once again, ult again. He's running away. We're going to initiate again, power slash again. Now, I didn't use Arctic Blast again, but I can show you the damage differential if you want. Alright, so a power slash is going to hit this guy for 1,700 something, and that's with maximum, exposure stacks. That's fine. Now, with the Arctic Blast, hold on, with Arctic Blast, here's the damage, alright? So we're going to Arctic Blast. You can only do this when Shadow Transform, by the way. That's, yeah, that hit way harder. I didn't see the numbers, so I'm going to have to look at the footage because it went by too fast. Alright, so I'd have to do it without Tank Buster to see the damage, but I'm just going to go ahead and, put Tank Buster on cooldown there. Then we're going to, no cooldowns, my bad. Tank Buster's still on cooldown, though. So with Tank Buster, it was 1,700. With Arctic, it was 1,500. Without Tank Buster, it's only 1,000. So we hit for 500 additional damage if you combo Arctic Blast. That's a lot of damage, and it also holds them in place, making it easier for you to land and aim and hit your power slashes. But that's how Yamato works. Now that you know all the little tricks, let's go to the live gameplay commentary so you can see just how much ass that this build kicks. It just destroys everybody, and people... The thing with this build and playing Yamato in general is when you start bullying people very early game and throughout the whole game, a lot of people will rage quit. They will disconnect from the game, and the game will end early, and then the whole enemy team leaves, and it's very unfun for them, but it's very fun for us. Alright, so this is the live gameplay commentary of Yamato. My lane partner is, I always forget, Venator, that's his name, and we are against McGinnis and Drifter. Drifter being pretty troublesome, but we'll see what we do. We're going to play it pretty safe, and we're going to farm up. As long as we stay ahead on farm, we can pretty much kill everyone on the map, no problem. Silver being a minor problem. Mina being a bit slippery, but other than that, we should be able to just delete most people on the map. And as long as we get these kill steals, and it's actually really easy to get kill steals with Yamato. Her knives are very, very fast. Even though it says bullet velocity is only 200 something, that is not the case. And we'll just take a little bit of cover here. Yeah, we got hit by the wall. Wall first is an interesting choice for McGinnis. So that means they're going to be playing very aggressively. Alright, and that's fine. It's whatever. Right now, I think we, no, we're actually only 20 behind on souls. Not too much. But, yeah, go ahead and keep pushing lane bozos. And, that's how you're supposed to play McGinnis lanes, is push the lane. We're going to level up Power Slash as soon as we get it here. There we go. We have our first buy, but we're not really poking the enemy or anything, so it's not super important to grab it. But, hey, using the guide, it does auto-buy for you. Looks like my lane partner got the kill steal there or something. It gave me credit for it. I'm not sure why, but... anyway, we just play it safe. We're going to heal up with the minions there. Now, we are on Chapel side, so we can't really jungle effectively, and that's fine. We're not really an early jungler anyway. Going to get Crimson Slash next. There we go. It doesn't really help much, but we can like dump it on the minions, like the minion wave, kind of like that. It is risky to jump. We could have got punished for it, but these guys are just, they're okay. They're not really the best players, but we'll see what happens. Minion wave going to heal us up again. Drifter punishing slightly. And again, not too much we're doing right now. Venator doing Venator stuff, as Venators tend to do. Alright, and he's, you know, he's a newer character. We got denied there somehow. Well, I guess they were closer. See if I can get that. There we go. Awesome. About to get boots next. And I do not want to approach the McGinnis. If I get walled off, I'm pretty much dead at this HP level, so I just have to play it safe. Sit back, take heals whenever I can. It looks like the Victor in the middle lane died, so that sucks. That means Mina's going to get fed early, and that's a problem. Again, as long as the enemy doesn't get fed, we're a tempo-based character. So that means that as long as our farm is on par with everyone else's, we win fights. But until then, we have to play it safe and play it cautiously and avoid fights until we have the gear and the souls in order to just straight up delete people. And right now, we're getting pretty bullied. We're going to grab some boots here for that out-of-combat regeneration and movement. Going to help just a little bit, just get our character up, you know, to shape a little bit. Now, I know I could maybe harass the Drifter, but he could just turn and kill me, so it's not wise. Looks like the McGinnis finally went back to shop, so we're going to push the lane a little bit, get a little bit more souls. We just got a Flying Strike, which we can't use right now. If we do, they would punish, and we would not win any trades. Man, the wall still hit me. She is going after... Notice that she's not trying to fight Venator. She's trying to fight me. She's trying to keep me low HP so I can't just bully around. But now she has no wall, and I gotta be... Yeah, we can go ahead and punish right there. And I missed, but I hit the minions, so it's okay. It's fine. I haven't had any warm-up games. I didn't do any aim training before filming this. I just wanted to hop into a match and see what happens. That way you see how, you know, games really are. But other than that, we're just playing it safe. There is a turret over there. You can kind of attack it, get some souls out of it. There we go. Alright, we got a heal there. Kind of want to grab that. There's also a soul on the ground. Might get punished grabbing it, but it's fine. We got our next buy, which is improved HP. Just in time. You can see now we're over half. Our HP is over half once again. Venator getting big punished. Let's see if I can do something about that. I can scare them a little bit, but they're not really as scared. I mean, they're a very bully comp. Alright, now let's see if Drifter... No, I thought Drifter would teleport. And yeah, I'm doing short slashes. I'm not doing fully charged ones. Not yet, anyway. We do have our another level on Power Slash, and that's going to let us deal more damage. Yeah. Technically, kind of, sort of. I mean, the final damage upgrade is at max level. Oh, Drifter, very low. I don't know what he was doing, but he just kind of dived in and died, so that's neat. Let's see. Teammate got the kill. We're at 3.5k, souls are at 2.5k. We're about to get ultimate, and then we can dive. Alright, we just need like 200, 300 more souls. So I'm going to go in. There it is. Alright. Now, if they overextend and don't realize we have ultimate, then we punish. I can also I can roam into middle, but they're fed already. They are already fed. So let's... Okay, hold on. My buttons are sticking. I'm not supposed to short slash that. Alright. So, sorry, I'm used to playing Grey Talon. You have to hold the button, so that's just my bad. That is my mistake. But, ooh. McGinnis very low. There we go. Got a big slash on Drifter there. Try to hit him again. Failed to. I think he might have won that trade. And Venator's pretty low, so we can't really make too many plays. And, yeah, bad aim on my part there. But we're going to start throwing these out a lot. You'll notice that we have a very short cooldown. Let's get extra stamina. That's going to give us some health regeneration also out of combat. Missed a kill steal there, but that's fine. Now, I could probably full die. If I full die McGinnis, she's going to wall me. And after my ult runs out, I'm basically dead. So, we'll see. Okay, yeah. She's actually going in. Now, the cool thing, and we're just going to ult this. Let's go. She has no wall. Missed that. That's fine. And my lane partner is still alive, but barely. Alright, we did nothing there. We didn't make any plays. We were better off just sitting at base and farming. Unfortunately, let's try to get a power slash out. Just throw it out randomly. Get that kill steal. Missed it. We're going for more damage next. Just a little bit more. Venator putting on the pressure. Let's see if I can get a power slash. Ooh, she's very low. Let's go. Let's get her. I got the stamina. I got the stamina. Let's go. There we go. We got it. Now Drifter's going to be coming hard. Except, no, he's not. Because, is he? I hear swooshing and whooshing. Yeah, there's Drifter. Alright. So, I got my next upgrade. Now, I can jump in and help Venator here, maybe. Or I could just be a sweet double kill for Drifter. It really depends. Let's see what he does. Oh, no. And boom, dead. Okay, cool. We got another kill. Awesome. Oh, we have, hold on. McGinnis is back, and she might have walls. So we're going to back the hell off. Our HP is a little bit low, but we have that regeneration. Now, we're working towards Fortitude. Once we get Fortitude, we can just stay out of combat, fully heal without having to go back. Let's see. What is my lane partner doing? He is doing crates, so that means we have lane pushed. I will start jungle here. He might help too. We'll just tickle him a bit and then back, and we'll wait on our cooldowns. Also, we do have Cold Front, which I did not use. Well, I didn't have it for the fight, but whatever, you get the idea. We can go ahead and kill these two now. There we go. So, easy jungle. Grab the jar buffs. Alright, Drifter might be coming in here, or they might full come in. I don't have the HP to fight this. I do have ultimate, though, so I want to stay back a little bit more. Now, we have a bit of time until we actually get Fortitude, so not too... Oh, he's ulting, and everyone's ulting right now. So if I start getting dove, I'm going to ult and delay it out, but I'm just going to wait out the blind, and now I push. Let's go. That's not who I wanted. But that's fine. It kind of works. I mean, we did get a land. We did get a hit. McGinnis' turrets is chewing me up just a little bit. Okay. Drifter's dead. McGinnis is also dead. So, Venator cleaning up those kills. I didn't notice McGinnis died. That's fine, right? Alright, so what we can do now is we can power slash the turret, and we can also Nova it. And I'm getting aggro, which I didn't want to do. But yeah, I think we got this. We can just push this down. And there we go. We got our final level of power slash. We also got Fortitude just in time, 9 minutes. Normally I get this at 10 minutes, so I'm doing pretty good right now. Alright. Now we can lane roam. We can also jungle. There's a lot we can do. So we're going to go ahead and jungle up here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stand here, Nova into slash, into power slashing these two, and then just a few auto attacks will take them out. And you may be thinking, why am I jungling with my HP so low? They're about to push lane. What are you doing, brother? And the answer is simple. We need money. So there we go. Next up is Stamina Mastery, which is going to help us with mobility. So as long as I stay out of combat, I will regenerate a ton of health. That means as long as they don't hit me. So I'm going to play kind of back lane here just a little bit. And that's fine. Now here comes a big-ass wall. And they're going to push the tower down. I mean, that's McGinnis for you. But we can actually go in on McGinnis, maybe. Really depends what Drifter does here. I don't think Drifter has ult. Is he going to... No, he's going to stay in range of that and die. So, not a good Drifter. I thought Drifter would be a little bit better. Most Drifter players are pretty good. This one, not so much. Also, McGinnis just up and left. We can, at this point, steal their jungle. That one's not available, but this one is. I just have to listen and hope that they aren't also listening. So we're going to power slash, Nova, slash, and then auto attack these down. And we could also jungle deny here and leave one alive. But I'm not that kind of person. So they can clearly see me on the rails, and they might jump up and fight me. I have ultimate, I have most of my abilities. You know, I've got mobility and stamina like crazy. Though I do want more stamina. Let's see if I can get some kill steals. Because they are not, they think we're not around, so. I missed a lot of souls there. But I can still play the lane right now. Both jungles are cleared. They have their small jungle is up. I need to grab that whenever I get a chance. So I'm going to push the lane a bit. And that's fine. We can just push the lane with power slash. And that's what it's there for. It's there to clear creep waves, hit enemies, harass. And Venator's going to go ahead and grab that jungle. We can grab their crates now. Very important to just be min-maxing as much as possible. Our next level is in Flying Strike. And I can't really do much there because they're at their base. And I'm a diver. I have to be close. So we're just going to rotate and see if we can start clearing the jungle. We have... I'm going to guard Venator while he does this. Maybe I backdoor and fight the... Or let's harass the McGinnis. She's going to dive through me, which is the proper play when dealing with a Yamato. I did not mouse turn fast enough. Again, I'm not warmed up. My wrists are still cold. That's just the fact of the matter. And her turrets aren't really hitting hard right now. And I regenerate out of combat, so it's totally fine. Not a whole lot going on here, so I can maybe map roam. I'm at 10k souls at 12 minutes. I am technically behind. So let's go middle and see what's going on there. Right now, oh no. The Mina is 7-0. Not only can I not fight that Mina, she's just going to get more kills if I start initiating. So we're just going to jungle instead. We'll do a small camp here. We're not going to kill the big guy. We're just going to leave him. And yeah, you can say that's a dick move or whatever. Venator's dead, so I'm going back to green. I guess he got a little overconfident. I'm not sure what killed him. It wasn't McGinnis or Drifter that killed him. It was... I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. Now, we can clear the minion wave with Power Slash. I can also kind of go in because she wasted wall there and then back. It's fine. She's going to ult, and she has to... Does she want to fight me? Or does she want to fight the creep wave? And if she fights me, that's fine. Because I can just ult and have a ton of defense here. So I'm kind of ult for ult matching. And, you know, that was that. She barely did any damage to me. Yeah, she still did damage. But I've got plenty of HP right now. Also, we're going to fail to do a forward roll slash, unfortunately. Got our second level in Flying Strike. I don't have ult right now, but our goal is to just farm. Right now, we have we can buy our stamina. We're going to go ahead and do that. Also, there's no one in blue lane. I don't know, why are they just letting blue lane get chipped down? I'm going to go to that. And, no, okay, Lash is rotating good. So, Lash will take care of that. Looking at the jungle, most of our jungle is cleared, though on the green side there is a medium camp I can grab. Though Lash might be trying to rotate to that, I'm not sure. He is fighting the Mina, who is farmed. That's not good. Let's go ahead and just take this creep wave down. And Yellow's calling her out, but you know we're not. We need to farm. We need to farm our items. We're getting Tank Buster next. Not the biggest thing, but Mina's halfway dead. And the thing is, Mina's so evasive that if I were to go try to fight her, she's just gonna leave. She's just gonna leave the fight. And it will be a waste of my time. My time is better spent farming right now. Also, there's 3 people on her, and, yeah, I don't... Like, they don't have this. Like, Mina's now flanking over here. There she goes. I can mate... We can try to catch her. She's still out of range. Also, yeah, I'm getting baited here. She's just gonna lure me to my death, so we're not gonna fight that. We're going to leave because I would be by myself. It's better to farm in yellow lane right now because there's no one there, and that's a solo lane, so that's going to give me way more souls. It's very important that we farm up to get Refresher. Refresher is the item, that's our goal item right now, okay? And we have the mobility to split push. We have the mobility to farm pretty much the map. We have the, you know, regeneration. Getting shot and attack, that's fine. That is a Silver who has 10k souls. We could maybe fight her. I'm also getting ulted by the Drifter, but I'm okay. I have the stamina. I'm back at the Walker. Everything's safe. He wasted his ult. We've got some backup already back in the lane. I'm going to rotate because I need to farm, and that means I need to jungle. So again, my concern isn't the team fights right now. It's just farming. And you'd be like, well, so Benji, if you're in the team fights, you'll get a whole lot of farm. And while that is kind of true, at the same time, it can be a huge waste of time. It's a gamble. The team fight is a gamble, whereas the jungle and pushing lanes is guaranteed. And so I'm going to take the guaranteed route every time. Also, normally I can kill that by now, but whatever. There's a Celeste at 10k. I'm at 13k. And we can maybe just slash the mobs away, see if they... You know, don't even wait for them to try to deny it. Just go ahead and clear it. All right, Lash going in with his ult, so let's see if we can make a play here. And, yeah, there goes Billy. We can get a slash here on Billy. But Billy is pretty tanky. It's just going to hurt him a bit. Again, this is not making me any silver. I need to rotate to yellow. And so I'm going to speed boost to that because Mina's going to take it out otherwise. While I can't really stop Mina and silver, I can get a little bit of farm. And also Venator's going in too. Now, green lane is wide open as well. But let's see what I can do here. Let's see if there's anything at all I can do. Yeah. Oh, she's low. What the hell? Okay. And she's dead. So, I didn't even need the power slash. I could have. But that was just a bad play on Silver's part. So we need to just take a mental note of that. That Silver might not be the best player. And we can take advantage of that and farm her later in the game. I mean, she's at 12k souls, and we're at 14k, so she's not too behind. There is Drifter in the middle, and we might be able to pick up on that kill. So let's go ahead and just fight Drifter. Now there's a Celeste also coming in. You can see her right there. Let's go ahead and see how she plays. We're going to test the waters right now. And I'm just going to ult, because I can initiate, and she's pretty much dead here. So, there we go. She was way out of position anyway, but the way she played that was she stayed and fought me. And looks like 7 is in a bit of trouble here from the Billy. We're going to go ahead and just fight Billy. Maybe we can make a play, do some damage, and yeah, we got him. Alright, so again, I don't know why Billy is just absorbing the ultimate of 7. Drifter playing that pretty evasively, but we're going to go ahead and climb. We're just going to leave that fight. I don't really, like, I'm low HP. Drifter can teleport to me, and I don't trust my ability to fight Drifter right now. We just want to work on Refresher. We're almost there. Once we get Refresher, well, are they going to stay and fight? I don't know. It's really hard to decide right now what to do, but Yellow Lane's got some jungle. Let's go do that. We're going to regenerate some HP. This is why we got Fortitude. Fortitude also gives us that move speed. And let's see if Lash here drops the jar to farm souls. He might not. Okay, there's a Mina over here. Let's get some kill steals. And yeah, come on. Let's get that. Again, we got to farm up for Refresher. Once we have Refresher, everyone on the map dies for a little while. We have like a good 5 to 10 minute window to kill everyone and farm up. And if we don't, well, then we have to play catch up in the jungle again like we are right now. Now, green lane's getting pushed. There is a 7 there with no ultimate. Looks like... I don't know what happened with Jar. Lash had it last. I wasn't paying attention. Again, I don't have my map awareness up right now. First game of the day. That's just how it is. Missing some auto attacks on the lane creeps. We gotta get that jungle. We're a little under 2,000 away from Refresher, and having Refresher by 20 minutes is the goal, and it's about 19 minutes now. So again, we're getting there. We have 1 minute to get it. That way, we're kind of on track, or properly on track. This really depends on how the map and the match goes. We just need to very aggressively jungle, fight anyone that's low. Remember, we're not really an initiator. We are the guy that comes in during the team fight and cleans up. We are the cleanup crew. We're the team fight janitor. Someone is jumping around me. That means there's an enemy nearby. You have to be very, in tune with the sounds of this game and listen. That way you can tell what's going on around you. All right. Let's see, we got Refresher at 1932, so we're 30 minutes, or 30 seconds, I wish 30 minutes ahead, that would be insane. 30 seconds ahead of schedule. So we're doing okay, we're 4-0 right now, which is not bad. I would like to be more farmed, but we got a juicy bunch of mobs in Yellow Lane right now. And again, if we one-on-one someone right now with our items, we win. We just straight up beat their ass. They lose. Alright, so we can just kind of do this and do that, and that clears the creep wave, mostly. We have a jungle here we can go ahead and do super quick. And again, Power Slash is why we also farm with Power Slash. Not why, but we farm with. I don't know. I don't know what words I was going for there. I just have to talk. Alright, we can do a short slash into some autos. We're going to put our next upgrade into our ultimate. Now, there's a lot going on in middle. There's also a Billy here. And we're going to pretend to be afraid of Billy and lure him in so he has less room to run from us, and then surround me with this team. So that's one bad thing, is if you overcommit as Yamato, you don't have an escape, even with stamina mastery and everything we built. That is for chasing. Now Billy's doing earn, which is fine, whatever. We have an 8k souls lead, so it won't really do much if they do get it, and if they do, it's whatever. I'm not really a team player. All my guides are based around solo play and based around just you doing your own thing and getting as fed as possible with the expectancy that your team sucks and they disconnect. Like, real talk, right? So, clear out the small guys real quick. And we can do a Power Slash on the big boy. There we go. Alright, so we have this lane pretty much pushed. We have cooldown reduction being built, right, or about to be built. We just gotta go buy it. And yeah, I know my team is dying. It's fine. Let them die. We farm. We be farming. Now, normally you would initiate a team fight or just jump into a team fight with Refresher, and while Refresher is on cooldown, then you go farm. But the farm is so good right now that there's no reason for me not to. Also, someone is shooting near me. It is Mina. Let's see how she plays this. Is she going in? She cold-fronted and missed. I cold-fronted and But again, Billy's collapsing on me right now, so I'm leaving. I do not want a 1v2. Even with the refresher, I could get 1 kill and then I'm dead. And we don't want even trades. We only want to trade up in value. So let's go ahead and clear out these mobs real quick. And again, I'm holding on to my cooldowns for an opportune moment where there's a big team fight, everyone's wounded, I swoop in and just power slash everyone to death. That is what we want. But we're going to go back and we're going to get some cooldown items now. We're getting compressed cooldown into Superior. And the reason why we straight up go to Transcendent is so we get a faster cooldown on our refresher. Alright, so now there's like a semi-team fight in middle, there's a Lash. I'm going to go ahead and boost to this and see what I can do. HP on Drifter is very low, so we can jump in. Also, you know, like, Billy here is getting a little bit fully full. And this was a bad engage, because my team is already, like, dying or losing, so we're gonna back. I didn't pop my ult, I didn't pop Refresher, we're okay right now. Alright, so, if, we can poke a little bit. We can, like, anytime someone shoots at you while you're power slashing, you have lots of defense. So do not be afraid to face tank that. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. We're gonna slide into the Billy. And Billy's pretty wounded here, but I'm getting ulted by the Celeste, so I'm just gonna leave and bounce it between me and this 7. But hey, we have Fortitude, we're fine. We're fine right now. We back off for a bit. We can heal, we can go farm. I can also... no one else is engaged in this. It's a 3-on-2 right now. So Lash is gonna go in. Once Lash ults, then I jump in and clean up. That's the game. I'm gonna come in from the side. So I'm just going to chill and regenerate with Fortitude. I don't have to go back to the base or anything. And Lash does have his ultimate, and he's going to make a move any minute now. But right now you can see that I'm not farming, I'm not leveling up, I'm not getting any items. It looks like they're going to back off, so again, big waste of time. I could have been farming this entire time, and there would be no difference. Except I would have way more items. So this is why I really stress that you ignore most team fights, and you farm. And you can actually farm the enemy jungle if you're only getting one-on-one, because with Refresher, we just kill everybody. Alright, now my muscle memory isn't warmed up really, or my gamer muscle, whatever you want to say. I'm not like warmed up. So I might make mistakes here, and that's fine. I don't want to show you a perfect game. I don't want to show you a cherry-picked situation where everything goes right. I want to show you what a real match is going to look like when you use this build. Sorry, didn't mute in time. But, yeah, so you can see there's a Drifter over there. I could maybe take Drifter. I'm at 25k. The Mina's at 28k with 12 kills. Look at that. She has triple our kills, and she's only 3k ahead, which is not much. This is why we don't solely focus on kills. Now, in this little fight here, the McGinnis can make a play and wall us off, and we don't want to do that. So right now, I'm hidden in the Veil. Well, now I'm not. They just saw that I threw that out, so they know I'm there. If they even recognized it. But we can come from the side, maybe, and make a play. If they're low. Everyone's full HP right now, so there's really nothing to do. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing right now. Is Billy following me? No, that's... Okay. Ooh, I missed. Yeah, there's a freaking... The wall was invisible. Did you see that? Give her a kick in her butt. Alright. Yeah, so since, what's his name ulted, the, little cat creature, what's his name, Rem. Since Rem ulted, I don't need to ult. But now there's a silver in play, so I might need to, but right now I'm just kind of saving my attacks. There's really not a whole lot that she's going to be doing here. We just kick her and she's dead. So if you kick after a flying strike, it does deal a good amount of damage, but sometimes in higher ranks, people expect you to do that, and they will parry you, so they can parry punish. You just have to be aware. We have Transcendent cooldown, which is nice to get before you use Refresher. That way your Refresher is only 225 seconds instead of 300 seconds. But we didn't need to use it in that fight. It's pretty much a, I need to delete this person now before backup arrives. Let's see, there is, Venator just died to Mina, who's now 14-0. She is going to be a problem. And the thing is, Mina specifically is... She's not a counter. She can be if she silences you and then kills you. But she is too evasive for us to really kill, even with our Refresher and full cooldown. It's like the one character that can get away from us, so... it's also a popular character, too. And yeah, you have to use very specific items to silence and stop Mina from running away with you know, vampire powers. Alright, so Silver, let's see what Silver does here. I'm getting attacked by the Mina, time to back immediately. I'm stamina locked at the moment. We're getting attacked by the Silver, and we took a lot of damage there in that trade. So we're gonna back off and let Fortitude heal us up while, what is Drifter backdoor? What the hell? There is a Drifter, like, back here. Anyway, you can see that we're almost fully healed. We're ready to re-engage. Use Silver, and there we go. Silver's very low HP. We're just going to finish her off. And you can see that, well, I'm not going to finish her off, so I am ulting. We take no chances. And I was expecting her whole team to be there too, but I guess not. So I kind of you could say I wasted ult. Maybe. We got something going on here, though. We're going to go ahead and refresher this. And then we're just going to slash her again and miss, and we're going to ult so we can chase, because otherwise she's going to get away, and then we're going to just kill her. And there we go. So now our refresher has, again, it's about 200-second cooldown. At this point, I have no ult and I have no cooldown. The only thing I can hunt is very low HP players, which they just finished off. Other than that, I need to go farm. You can see that my farm is at 32,000 souls. Not too bad. Pretty good. I'd like to be more farm than this, but I'm 6-0. And again, I'm playing hyper defensively, hyper cautiously. I'm not taking any risks, really, that I don't need to. A little bit of risk is fine as Yamato. But the more we get farmed, we're getting Echo Shard next. So Echo Shard is going to allow us to power slash. When we ult, we have a 0.7 second cast power slash, which we can then Echo Shard and do another one. Alright, we're gonna miss the timing there, and we'll try it this time. Alright, there we go. So, Yellow has farm to get. We also need to be very hyper vigilant at the 30-minute mark. We're at 28 minutes. At 30 minutes, we need to be farming golden jars. We have a Silver here. Let's bully Silver. No, 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 no bully. We run. Look at that. We got shot once by Mina, and we're nearly dead. She hit us for 1,000 damage. We're not messing with Mina. We're just gonna let Mina do Mina stuff, alright? Don't... She's a bad vampire bitch. And we're a samurai ghost thing? I don't know what Yamato is. I don't know if she's undead, or she's a robot, or what the hell. I don't know the lore of Yamato. I just know she's, like, Japanese and really ugly. Like, that is not a face a mother could love. That is a cone head. But we got, even the shopkeeper bullies us. Arigato. Victor getting forced back. There's not much I can do here. I can maybe try a power slash, you know, just harass. I hear people jumping above me, so I am not going to push that. Okay, I should have pushed that. That was a Silver. What are they doing? They're just leaving. I don't know why they're leaving the lane, but whatever. I guess because the lane was pushed by the creep wave. Anyways, so we're wasting time. Let's get back to jungle. Let's go. And again, 30 minutes, you want to smash these jars because they become tier 3. Drifter by himself, we have ultimate. And yeah, we can just jump on his ass. So we're going to cold front him. And is he getting away from that? No, he's not. So he's baiting me in here for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But we're just going to ult into, you know, a couple power slashes, miss that one. And he's sticking around. I don't like that. I got a bad feeling I'm leaving. So, yeah, I don't want his team to collapse on me. I know his team, a lot of his team is in top right of the map right now, but he wasn't afraid. Alright, so, yeah, I have 11,000 souls over him. And I missed some of my power. That's the thing. Once you're out of power slashes, you just leave the fight. Don't try to sit there and auto-attack them, or use your other abilities. Just leave the fight. Alright, and yeah, maybe I could have killed him if my aim was better. Or if I had slightly better gear, but I'm not. It's not worth thinking about. Just go farm, right? We're gonna get escalating exposure. No, Mystic Reverb next. That's a Mina. We leave. She's at 41k souls. We do not want to feed the Mina, but let's see if she is perceptive. We're gonna go up here and we got Rem coming up behind her. I don't know why. I am not helping that. Rem is 29k. You may be thinking, oh well, both of you could take him out. Yeah, we could. Or I could just not rely on Rem to play, you know, properly. Instead, he's going to farm the lane because he needs some farm. I'm at 35k souls. Our Venator's doing pretty good at 39k souls, which is where I'd like to be at. But, you know, it doesn't always work out that way. Alright, we're going to go ahead and clear the mobs here. And then we can power slash them right here just like this. Taking them out. And you can see we can jungle fairly fast. We're not the fastest jungler. And Rem is calling for Mina. Rem's full HP. Mina's wounded. Now she's full HP because she's a vampire. I could jump her, but I would just feed her. But I'll try anyway. Let's try. Let's see what happens. All right, and then she's gonna slip and slide away. See? Exactly. It was a waste of time to even engage her. Yeah, we pushed her back a bit, but what point did that serve? It served nothing. We have all of our cooldowns. There's Venator's in trouble. We're gonna, yeah, he's getting bullied. Let's go save him. We might be able to save him. And here we go. And slash and ult because you're not getting away. And power slash again. We're gonna cool down reduction. We got him. And then we're going to full on commit here. No, we're not. She is too far. That does not work. Also, her turrets are starting to really sting a little bit. Celeste coming in on the east side, so let's rotate over there. We still have Refresher. I can refresh her and still be useful in a fight. But that green lane, look how juicy that green lane is. Also, there's a creep wave, not creep wave, jungle creeps here. We can go ahead and clear that. And remember, we have hyper mobility. There's also a Mina in middle, once again, with McGinnis. And it looks like our team... Let's see. I'm trying to judge what's going on here. Here, let's just throw out a power slash. There we go. Rem ulting nothing. That's, again, you can't... whatever. There's Lash ulting Billy, and only Billy, who then counter ults. So this is going real bad. Let's throw... Oh, I'm silenced. So now I'm useless. Now I'm dying because of the Celeste ball. And Rem giving me Guardian Wings. I'm getting shot by the Mina. She might all-in me here, but that's okay. We have ult in 2 seconds. We have Refresher. We don't have our next buy yet. We didn't farm hard enough, didn't farm fast enough, but there's still a pretty brutal team fight. We're just going to heal up a bit. Billy and Mina are still alive, and then Victor, what's he going to do? No, he's just dead. We leave. Don't try to 1v2. Don't be a hero. You are not a hero. I mean, yes, we are hero characters, but... Yamato is not to be played as a hero. You are not going to 1v2, 1v3. Unless you're hyper-fed. Go farm. Go farm the creep wave. Go push a lane. Go do jungle. Mina's here. What the hell, Mina? Get the hell out of here, Mina. What are you freaking doing? Oh, she has Arctic Blast. We did land a power slash, but she's gone. See, she is ever elusive. Don't even bother wasting your time fighting her. Late game, yeah, we have to wait until she's wounded, or we can wound her slightly and slowly. And she might be pushing the lane here while I do this jungle camp. But hey, let's just go ahead and scare off the silver a bit. Alright, we need to get Mystic Reverb. There is a drifter near me. This is troublesome, but I have ultimate. They're not going to kill me. I have a lot of stamina. And we're going to go get our item because it's a massive power spike. They took out the Billy in middle, so that's cool. Lash is... he's got his cooldown back, but he is very underfarmed. He is our weakest farmer right now. So he's our baby. He's our baby that can throw them all into a ball. But it's really weird to see a Lash being the most underfarmed. We're at 39k. The only person that matches us on the enemy team is the Mina at 52,000. And she is not dead. She has not died. She is 16-0. So we have to kill her this match, guys. We got to take out the vampire. Right? Why are vampires so hard to kill? I don't get it. Right? But, yeah, so right now, Mina's kind of trolling in our jungle. There's some souls in the middle here. There's 200 there. We'll go ahead and go with that. It's free. We're going to get extra spirit here shortly. It's not much of an upgrade, but it will increase our damage. And that's what we care about right now is just more damage. So, yeah, Mina's over there fighting near Urn or Jar. We still have a Souls lead, so if they get Jar, it's not the biggest problem. Alright, so we got some improved spirit. That's going to give us more damage. It's not enough to really make a difference. There's a 3-on-1 with Victor. Victor can self-revive. Let's see if the 7 rotates. Victor's about to go down, and when he explodes, he stuns everyone. Alright, you dead? You dead? Yes, free kill, second free kill. We're going to ult this. And, dude, is she getting away? No. Damn, look how far she can get. But, hey, we are Yamato and killed her. Boom, that's a twofer. We got 2 there. Alright, very good play. Cleaned it up. Silver's next. We can refresher this. We don't need to refresh this. We can just Nova her and then fight normally. Boom, she's wolfing out now. And, I'm gonna use, what's it called? Echo Shard to get another slash, but I didn't need to. So yeah, that's a 3 kill on the enemies. 2 of those were us. Very cool. And Celeste being hyper elusive, but not as much as Mina. These evasive characters are... Oh, someone's meleeing me. Oh, crap. Drifter. What? Okay, we refresher this and fight immediately. No, it's Billy. Alright, so we're just gonna slash into a slash, into more slashes, Nova, and then try to get the hell out of there. Right?
Let's go,
and we can always jump to our allies. So that was a defensive ult. Unfortunately, Billy caught me jungling. Caught me with my pants down. Now, we have enough to buy Boundless Spirit. More damage, always nice. Also, it's 30 minutes in. You get the tier 3. Look at that, plus 30 HP. If you get 10 of those, that's a freaking tier 3 item right there. And jars are very easy to get, right? Looks like our team is doing mid-boss. That's going to help in case we die. By the way, we're 9-0 right now. So, very cool. Arigato. Oh, man. Green lane is pushed pretty good. We don't do the big jungle camps. They're a waste of time. We only do small and mediums as Yamato. We are not a jungler or a speed farmer, unfortunately. I know all my other build guides are of that, but Yamato is more of a... You go kill people when your cooldowns are up. And that's pretty much how you play Yamato, okay? Alright, and you can see now our damage is pretty damn good, that we can actually clear the medium camps very quickly. Also, with Echo Shard, if I wanted to clear the big camps, I could, but I like to save Echo Shard, you know, for more opportune times. I could also quick slash the small camps down. There we go. Very cool. We can ride the rails, get to the next set of jungles. And yeah, go ahead and just slash into Nova. That's going to kill most. I missed my slash on these two. We will go ahead and power slash this one, killing it. Alright, we're going to work on our big damage thing now, and that is... Soul Burn, or Spirits Burn, my bad. Spirits Burn. Now we can turn into a backlane sniper if we need to. Right now, the enemy doesn't really match our power at 48k. No one else except Mina really matches that. But we're going to go ahead and just push this lane. We have our cooldowns. We don't have Refresher. We can jump into this fight for a little bit. Why not? Let's jump in, see what we can do. And yeah, they're fighting at the tower. But, okay, let's get a slash off. There we go. That's gonna blow her up with as yeah, there we go. We actually got the assist. Very nice. Alright, and then I guess we'll go back in again. Ooh, that is so low. I'm greedy. I'm a greedy boy. I wanna go for this. There we go. Oh man. Like, don't fight. If a Yamato comes at you, don't fight her. Don't fight the Yamato. Now, Armageddon and Mina are flirting in allied chat. Oh boy. Love blossoms on the battlefield. Alright, there is a lot of farm to be had in green lane right now. And I know, we just won the team fight. Mina's still alive. We haven't killed Mina. But, you know, my team should be able to handle a freaking Mina, okay? Venator is literally like a vampire hunter guy. He's like a Catholic priest that slays demons, okay? He should counter her, but I don't think he does. I don't think that's how it works. Or how his kill. I haven't got to play him yet. Oh, he just died. Yep. Yeah, okay. He doesn't counter Vampire Lady. Unfortunately, that's not how the lore is written. Alright. But yeah, we can definitely buy Spirit Burn, which is massive. Huge damage. We land one Power Slash, and we're getting escalating exposure, which pairs amazingly well with Spirit Burn. So we land 1 to 2 Power Slashes, and then people just melt. We will be dealing thousands of damage every time we slash now. Oh, Drifter. Oh boy. I'm just gonna ult here and see what I can do. There's a Celeste over there that's dead. I didn't mean to latch to my teammate. Okay. Let's, oh, Billy? Billy much? Alright, well, we won, so... Anyway, that's how to play Yamato. It's actually pretty fun once you get full build. Unfortunately, the game ended a little too soon here. I like to stall the games out, but our team was just such a massive bully team. But I didn't get MVP, it was Venator. Yeah, but we did get 10 kill streak, 4 weapon kills, whatever. But yeah, here's our stats. We didn't, again, this is not my best game, but player damage a little low because I've been farming most of the game. But this build, it lets you farm pretty fast. Most souls was Mina at 18 kills. But yeah, so we're again, look at how less kills we have, but how close our farm is. But yeah, this build slaps. We would eventually, let me just go ahead and show you the build. We would eventually, once we get escalating exposure, the damage gets absolutely bonkers, full-blown stupid. And with Arctic Blast, you freeze them for 0.75 seconds, and they take 15% bonus damage. And because you can slash in 0.7 seconds, you can take advantage of that bonus damage. And then it snapshots all of the explosions and other damage buffs onto them. So they're burning for 15% damage, they are exploding from your Mystic Reverb for 15% additional damage, and it all comes together to where you just sit in the back lane and you just throw up power slashes, and everything blows up and everything dies, and everything gets melted. But that's all I've got for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Swole Benji. Please leave a comment if you have any. I have no life, no friends, no family, no anything. You are my social life. I just sit here and refresh my YouTube page all day looking for comments, okay? And so leave a comment if you have any questions. I will read it, and I might respond if it's not already answered in the video. But with that said, make sure that you click the video that is on your screen, on the right side of your screen right now. Click that video. If you don't, the next time you eat onions, you're going to have extra nasty, potent onions that are really spicy, and they're going to make your breath smell like onions, and everyone's going to be repulsed by you for at least 2 hours.